What's up, everybody? It's your boy Kid Smooth from HardKnockGamers.com, and man, it's been a couple of days, you know what I mean? But I'm finally here. I'm here in Jersey, and the apartment's still sort of empty, you know what I mean? So I got a whole lot of work to do in next week, so it's gonna be looking like this for probably like a week or so. But to the important stuff. My last video, I gave you guys my thoughts on VR and how I feel about it. Also, dropped my update on my PlayStation 4 that got rid of it, and like everything, like anybody else who drops a video, people react, people get upset, and say what they need to say. I was told I was paid to sell it. Yeah, well, of course I was paid to sell it. Somebody paid me for it. But oh no, Microsoft paid me to sell stuff like that. But honestly, you guys heard me on record. If you follow me day one last year, podcasts last year, and videos last year, I said it's not necessary to own more than one console. You don't need all the consoles. It was necessary before, back in the day, but I think even last gen, to me, I felt like you didn't need them. I survived and was very happy last generation with just my Xbox 360. Um, and my stint time with the Wii. As far as this generation, I felt it's the same thing. It's just like this time around, exclusives are less important and less frequent. And that all the big popular games is going to be on your platform, the platform that you got, So it all goes down to preference. And I've been saying this, I've been advocating this. You don't need multiple platforms. Now, I've purchased the PS4 several. I was about to say several. I purchased the damn thing twice, and I purchased the PlayStation because I was like, you know what? I feel like I'm going to be missing out. I don't want to. I missed out on the PlayStation last time. I don't want to. I don't want to miss out on this time. So, I feel like I was missing out on something. So, but I feel like every time I bought the PlayStation 4, right? So I bought it because I felt like I would be missing out. And then when I had it, I realized I wasn't missing out on anything, and that it didn't get much use. Of course, yes, when the big release, when the order came out, yeah, I played through it. When Until Dawn came out, I played through it. When a couple other games that I was interested in that came out on the PlayStation, I played through them, and and that's when I put that time in. But the PlayStation has never been my primary console. My PlayStation was never. I never bought the PlayStation to replace my Xbox. You know what I mean? That was never going to happen. I bought it as like, all right, I got options. So if all my third-party games are being played on my Xbox and all my Xbox exclusives will be playing on the Xbox, I'm really only going to the PlayStation for the exclusives. But then again, I'm only going for the exclusives I think I might like. I'm not into those niche, those Japanese, them anime type games. It is what it is. I just never been. So I've never was checking for those games anyway. So as far as it just like it became this thing with me, and I was like, I have no desire to play my PlayStation. You know what I mean? And when the PC came, when the PC came, I was like, all right, damn. I really want to know how this is going to affect my Xbox. I was like, I know I'm going to play my PlayStation. I want to know how it's going to affect my Xbox. What happened when I got my PC? The only thing I've been playing has been my PC and my Xbox. My PlayStation got no play whatsoever. And I'm like, what the? I was like, and it's like I'm not gonna force myself to play something I don't. I'll turn it on. Like, all right, I end up buying Firewatch. I was like, all right, I gotta play. Even though I could have bought it on the PC because at the time I was like, all right, I'm gonna play through this. Didn't like it. I was like, damn, shouldn't bought that. Street Fighter came out. I was like, ugh, but I got it $30 on the PC, so I didn't buy it on the PlayStation. So it was just like, forget it, So now it's just like, well, I just have no desire to play. I had no desire to play it, and I think that's okay because there's people who have no desire to play their PlayStation. There are people who have no desire to play their Xbox. It's evident, There's people, but the crazy thing is there's people that actually hate, the platform. They hate the people that play it. I don't hate PlayStation or hate the people that play it, and I don't hate PlayStation games. There's some PlayStation games that I will be the first to admit I did get rid of this PlayStation. I probably should have waited because Uncharted and Ratchet and Clank were games I were interested in. But my question is, okay, after that, then what? Is it worth it now to go out get another one, or pass up some money all based off those two games. So, but other than that, it's like I have no desire to play it. People have no desire to play consoles, and the sad thing is, and this is the honest truth, there are people out there, and it's most of these fanboys and these YouTube personalities will buy all the consoles, right, to be a part of the conversation, to put this protective shield over them to say, oh, they can't call me a fanboy or a bias. But they'll buy all the consoles. They'll still have their preferred one. They won't play the other one, but and they'll still spew the bullshit. And then the minute you call them a fanboy, they're like, "Why have all consoles?" It doesn't fucking matter. It never did. And me personally, I'm not the type to buy something and then not use it. So yeah, I was like, it's cool. I got the best of both worlds, but I'm only enjoying one. So, and I don't like that. I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and have this thing sit there and collect dust and be inactive on me. So I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna get rid of it. And so I just have no desire to play it, and I have no desire to own one. So I'm probably not going. No, I'm not going to buy another PlayStation. Not saying I'm never going to own one again. I'm likely sure to have. I'm going to own one again. I'm just not going to buy it. I'm done buying PlayStations. If I happen to have one, get one for my birthday next month, I'm not going to be mad. And I probably won't sell it, especially if I get it as a gift. I won't sell it. But I'm not buying. I mean, I'm not buying another one. But as far as these consoles going, just to get through some of you guys, it's just that you know you don't have to have all of them, especially nowadays. Exclusives aren't as important nowadays. All the big popular games are going to be on your platform, whichever one you have, unless you have a Nintendo platform. So what's the point? If you think about it, it's not just the games. It's not just the games. It's everything from the core. It's your preference. It's the controller. It's your friends that are important. It even comes down to the apps. Remember, I'm coming off of Xbox 360 last time. The apps that I use, if it's Netflix, ESPN, NBA Game Time, whatever the app, if the PlayStation have the same apps and I've been using it on my Xbox, I'm not going to use it on my PlayStation. It makes no sense. Oh, I have Netflix. I'm using one account and I'm going to use both platforms. And I never used Netflix on PlayStation. There was no need to if I already had an established Netflix on Xbox. So that actually matters. When you start thinking about it, you got all this stuff. They get both the same thing, but it makes no sense to use it on the other one if you still actively use the other console. So only thing I was really using the PlayStation 4 for was games that I might be interested in, exclusive that I know I'm going to be interested in, and then games I might be interested in that I know aren't coming to the Xbox. And that came, it wasn't that many of them. So, and there's going to be a lot of people to try to convince you and try to let you know you need to own all platforms or you need to own all consoles. That's not true. Not this time. Maybe in 2001, 2002, 2003, yeah, you know what I mean? Because when there was an exclusive for everything, but not today. Not today. I don't feel like I'm missing anything by not having a PlayStation. And if you have a PlayStation, I don't think you're missing anything by not having an Xbox. If you're not into those exclusive. Now having a PC is a different story. Like I said, is weird with me. I don't know. And the thing is, it has nothing to do about being a fanboy, or maybe it's just preference. But even having a PC that I treat like a console, because I only use pretty much a controller when I'm playing the games, but it didn't encourage me to play my PlayStation more. But I just switched from back and forth. I play depending on what I'm doing. I'm playing on Xbox. Remember, I have a backlog of over 100 games, so my Xbox isn't going away. You know what I mean? And then my PC, I've been playing games as they come. Street Fighter, Quantum Break would be next and whatnot and stuff. I'm not going to stop buying games for my Xbox. It's just that I have a good balance between them, both of them, and I feel comfortable. And when a PC came, my PlayStation just got no usage, and I was like, that was weird because I expected that to happen to my Xbox, but it didn't. And it is what it is. But even if you don't have a gaming PC, if you just have a console, you can get away this whole generation with just having one. You really can. You really can get away and be fine. You can still do YouTube. You can still have an opinion on video games. You can still speak freely on video games. You can still be a part of the conversation. You do not need it's okay to have a desire to have no desire to play one of the platforms and not be. I don't like I said I don't hate the PlayStation or anything like that. I don't hate a Nintendo console. I don't hate it. It's never been that way. It's just that when I had it, when I didn't have it, I feel like I would be missing out, and when I got it, I feel like I wasn't missing anything at all, and I had no desire to use it. So I would just buy games, buy games. Like, all right, I got this. Let me try playing it, and then my attention span on the platform just didn't stick. And I'm sure I'm not the only one like this. I'm not the only one that experienced this. I'm pretty sure there's many of you out there, but you guys won't admit it. Um, I guess I'll just be the first, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm an Xbot. You know, I'll be the first to tell you that. But I don't think me being an Xbot has anything to do with my desire not to play the PlayStation. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe, like I said, if I would have stuck on PlayStation, you know, from PlayStation 2 and just stuck with it regardless and ignored the Xbox, I probably would have been fine. Like, I probably would have been PlayStation. All right, I don't need an Xbox. But your interests change, your preferences change. Who knows? Things happen, and my PlayStation was never here to replace my Xbox or even get the same amount of time because, like I said, you like what you like. Preference is key. Your friends is key. Everything that you into is key, and that plays a major role. So I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that had multiple consoles and only really spent really a great amount of time on one. It is what it is. Kids smooth. Xbox is the best box, and I am the best spot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. And I shouldn't even be saying good night because it's like mid-afternoon. Peace. I'm sorry. 12 minutes. I need to stop. I need to stop.